Alright, here we go again. Carport, rafters, 6x2s, 3.6 metres long. C24 grade, if you're interested in that. I got a deal. I wanted C16 because they were cheaper. They only had these, so I did these at the same price. Bonus. Before I start putting these on, I've had to put an extra piece along the top of here. I'm pretty sure I took off that piece before, but I've had to put another piece on because on the very ends I need something to joint onto. Anyway, so I'm gluing and screwing that on. I'll just chop the end off, probably give that a coat of green paint before I start messing around with the rafters. Well, it's a shame I can't just lay them that way. That'd be so easy. But obviously the strength in these is with them stood up. So that's my next plan. It's got to be like stood up, then notched in each side. But I need to get this little angle against the wall, which seems a bit extreme. Do I bother for the sake of about 4mm? I suppose I should really, because then it butts up to the wall flat, but I don't know. I might just notch them. Anyway, I've got 8 at the moment. My idea is to, because it's wider this end than that end, my idea is to put them in, start there, and I'm going to using the width of a sheet of plywood, which is 2440 and 1220, so it's 2440 and 1220, so that the centres of these are going to be at 1220 and 2440 all the way along, and I'm going to use this front edge, that square, that one, I'm going to put them all in square so that my full sheets are going down here, and then when I get to the end, this last one, centre, is going to be here, and then there's going to be a little bit, and then the end joist is going to go at a strange, whatever angle this is, and that will just be basically offcuts on the end, and then as it comes down there's going to be 4 foot, 4 foot, 4 foot, and then another sheet screwed on and then cut off to the line. It'll all overhang and then cut off. Anyway, that's way ahead in the future. I've got to do the rafters first. Right, here's the first one I've marked out. First thing to do is just cut the end off, and I've got these notches, and these are actually at an angle because of the way this gets wider up here, and this end is not really at an angle. Well, it should be at a tiny angle, but I'm not. I'm going to cut it square because there's the tiniest difference between the top and the bottom of this. But also I can only go 45mm, which is the size of that there, so that end should sit sort of fairly snug in the corner. Anyway, I'm going to cut it and then we'll put it on and see if I've worked it out right. I haven't gone through how I've marked it up because I might be totally wrong, and there's plenty of videos on how to do it properly by experts. Alright, well that's my first one, and somehow, miraculously, it fits. You can see my problem. This end is 90 degrees, but because this end is further away, the angle is quite different. Can't really see that, but anyway, and that wasn't at all for it. That new handsaw is the one for the job. So anyway, I'm going to cut all these now the next few hours, put them in, then work out how I'm going to attach them, glue and screwed or little straps or whatever. Alright, well I got the first 4 in anyway. It's not too painful, just doing it hand cutting. Just a lot of measuring out before, so that's the first 4 in. I've got 4 to do, well 3 main ones and 1 strange weird angled one at the end I'll have to work out, but it's going alright so far, quite pleased with that. Now I'm going to glue and screw the ends. Might get some little straps as well, who knows, probably will, you know me, overdo it all. Alright, I've got these brackets, let's see, screwed them well in, and I've hammered the ends round just to, so I don't cut myself when I'm putting the roof on. I've put tons of glue in here as well, and I'm probably also going to, I've got some big 6-inch screws. I'm probably going to drill each end a hole from the top to there, and then screw down in as well, you know, as if 12 screws on each one at each end isn't going to be enough. It's a bit dark now, and these end ones I've had to make stuff up. Yeah, this end's a bit peculiar. This is the last one that's at 90 degrees all the way, and then because I put my gate in years ago, this gate, from the corner of the house to where a fence post would be, it's not actually 90 degrees to the house, it's an angle, it goes out that way, and then with this going out, it's wider from this end out to that end. Made these cuts really interesting. So basically this one is going to be the odd size. Let's go over, it's narrower up there. So yeah, that's it for today. What I've worked it out for is, let's get back, right, from there to the centre of there is 8 foot, like an 8-foot board, 8x4. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, all square and 90 degrees, and then these bits are going to be just offcuts and chopped off the other side of the wood. And then this way, I haven't measured it, it's going to be 1, 2, probably 3 and a bit. Might get, can't remember what the measurement is. So at the 4-foot side of the board, 4 foot, 4 foot, 4 foot, and then just bring them down, put more on, and then just cut. Cut right down the edge. The reason I haven't overhung them is because I need to get fence panels out and change them when I need to. So I'm only doing the roof. So it just comes enough for me to slip a fence panel out. I'm going to finish the roof there. I'm going to put a gutter down here, stop the water running onto the top of the fences, which I also need to repair. These are starting to fall apart. And then if I need to take the fence panel out, I'll have them screwed in at various points, the gutters, and I can just unscrew the gutter, take the fence panel out, put it back in. It won't be a normal gutter because they stand off on the bracket a little bit. It'll be a flat metal, like Zintac metal U-shape, which I'll have made up at work. So anyway, that's it for today. Quite pleased with that now. Got myself a sense of the space. So, right, I shall swap the camera around. Okay, that's it for today. That'll be it for a while now before I find out where I'm going to get 3/4 inch marine ply or Far Eastern ply that I can coat or something. I don't know. Probably 18mm 3/4 inch thick. Going to need a lot of it. Work out how much I need and then work out where I can get it from. Because it's going to be ply and then heavy duty felt and then sort of a bitumen type coating, the way I've done everything else. It's going to have lights in there, so I'm not worried about. I don't want a plastic roof. Don't like plastic roofs. So anyway, that's it for now. And apparently today there was a wedding. Sounds like Prince married Mrs. Marple or something. You know, I thought Prince was dead. I hadn't seen him since 1999 when he was in his little red Corvette with his raspberry beret. But anyway, whatever. And then they went off and played football for a cup or something. It must have been Queen's Park Rangers because it was royal. Anyway, it's enough from me. I've done my rafters. So that's what's happened in my little world. Thanks for watching. I've been Springy. Peace and love. See you next time. Cheers.